so excited, y'all. It's just that indescribable excitement. It's very hard to express, but we are going to have something for the children through scripture, through copy work, through verse, psalm, story, folktale, proverb, history, our history. And I'm happy to share with you all. Eating candy canes, or eating dill pickles with candy canes stuck in the middle, and of course, just about everything else. You have something to say?
No.
Remember the story? What was it? The picnic when everybody brought a recipe and the little girl brought the pickles with the candy cane, and I told you we used to do that. That's how we ate our pickles. How will I last?
Those pickles were sour.
They were sour?
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, that book, The Picnic.
Okay.
We haven't read that book for a while. How will I last 2 weeks without you, girl? Abby asked. They had met at Mr. Ford's for a farewell milkshake. Patsy's grandmother, who lived in Washington, D.C., had been very sick. Patsy's family was going to stay with her for a while. I'm going to miss you so much, Abby added. Patsy was busy buying school supplies to take to Washington. Her mama was a teacher, and she was making sure Patsy stayed on top of her lessons. Girl, you've got to go see the red and white pencils over there. They look like candy canes, Patsy said. I knew you'd like those pencils. Mr. Ford. Abby takes a stand. All right. So, this is kind of like in Grandma's attic. Grandma tells lots of stories, right? And you know, when you go in Grandma's attic, there's boxes of old treasures, and every one of them tell you a story. That's what we're reading, Scraps of Time. So, the way back place was what Maddie Ray called the attic in G's big white house. It was where her grandmother kept shoes, books, furniture, many medals, trophies, and books. There was all kinds of stuff that once belonged to people who lived in the family, who lived way back a long time ago. Most of them died before Maddie Ray or her cousins, Aggie and Trey, were born. They seen it advertised in the last issue of Teen magazine. The big blue binder was extra large with pockets for those loose papers in front and back. It came with 5 dividers with plastic tabs in bright colors, one for each subject. So they're setting up their binder. But what made it special was its bright blue cloth cover. It was perfect and would make them stand out from the other girls in 5th grade. They're in 5th grade. They each saved money to buy one. Mr. Ford looked around his shop. There were items on the shelves and tables from floor to ceiling. He sold everything. Are we getting silly? Do I need to stop?
No.
He sold everything from groceries to jewelry and hand-packed ice cream to fresh fish. He has so much crammed in his small shop, it was hard to find anything. But if you asked, Mr. Ford generally knew where everything was. He said, thinking. I'm not sure if I have any blue binders, but I do have black and red ones for sure. The girls already had black binders. They knew what they wanted. Nothing else would do. Patsy's eyes brightened. Hey, maybe I can find a big blue while I'm at Granny's house. Abby didn't have any relatives who lived out of town. All of her family lived in Nashville. Aunt Mitty, Mama's sister, Uncle Big John, and her favorite cousin John lived next door. Although he was 18 years old and in college, Abby liked being around John. He was like a big brother. After Patsy paid for their supplies, the girls flopped down on one of the two stools at the small counter. "A strawberry shake, please," Abby said to Mr. Ford. "Promise to write?" asked Patsy. "Why? Nothing exciting ever goes on around here." She's asking her to write her a letter while she's gone. They watched Mr. Ford make the shake. He never rushed to do anything. Slowly, he took vanilla ice cream out of the freezer. Then he dug out 3 scoops, added 6 plump fresh strawberries. After adding a bit of milk, he zapped the mixture into the blender and poured it into 2 big glasses. The shake was so thick and creamy, Abby always ate hers with a spoon. As they were leaving, Mr. Ford called to Abby. "Tell me the name of that notebook again." "Big Blue. It's the latest. It's the greatest," Abby shouted.
I see the letter M.
You see the letter M?
That says Mama. She don't go like that.
They do. The Monkey Bar Grill is chapter 2.
They're gonna grill a monkey bar.
The Monkey Bar Grill is the name of the restaurant. Now, remember what was the, I'm going to stop right here. What was the book with the boys that were in North Carolina and went to the restaurant? What was the name of that book?
North Carolina.
This is the girl version. What was that book? The Greensboro 9. It was about the Greensboro 9. What was that book called?
The
Greensboro Sit-Ins?
Yeah.
Okay. So this kind of is a girl version. It's just a longer book. Okay. So we'll get to learn about Abby and her friend and the civil rights. Okay. Freedom on the Menu. That's the book. Freedom on the Menu. It's like Freedom on the Menu. Okay.
Freedom on the menu.
Freedom on the Menu. Having choices and civil rights. Since we've been learning all about the Underground Railroad and civil rights and moving bridges and
I do arts and
nice. So we need to explore Abby. I think this would be a fun book.
I want to explore outside right now.
You want to explore outside right now? So are we finished with our read aloud for today?
Yes.
Okay.
I know, pick the pencil up. She looks like Ruby.
She looks like Ruby.
Yeah. Good. Abby. Abby. Yeah. Abby. 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 Oh yeah, that's the right pencil. Abby. We have to put them in order again.
So we may read some more later on.
Yeah. We're putting them in order. We're putting in order.
I don't know. Let's try to finish this book this week. It's a lot shorter than the Ramona books, and I think shorter than Sugar Plum Ballerinas. So I think we can get through it this week.
Sugar Plum Ballerina Mine.
Color it black. It was a discarded library
It's
book
done.
that I bought. So I just took the sticker off the front.
Go. Wait. Mom, never. Come on, come on.
Good morning. So I just thought I would pop in and share with you all what I'm up to. Alright. We are back at this word, this term again, this great term. I introduced it. And there's something that I've been working on. Yeah. I can't share everything with you all. But I did share this on Instagram, so you can hop over there and read it. As well, share it. So what this means is I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Yeah, a lot of prayer, fasting, meditating, believing, and I'm working on it because I know we need it. And I told you all to hold on the homeschool front. Not that I am leaving or any of that. When I said I would, you know, the videos would be private. That's not what I meant at all. Not at all. I feel that I can reach higher. I can reach higher levels. And that is what I'm striving for. There's work to be done. Work to be, you know, produced and delivered. And that's what I'm working on. Not that I don't love sharing the kids, but yeah, we have things to do, and I feel that I have more to offer you all in that aspect. Those of you that are on board, I appreciate you all understanding where I'm going with this. And all I can say is I'll see you on the other side. I will see you on the other side. I am doing my best, and I can truly say laborious hours. Laborious. Okay? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I just know how I think, how I teach, my thought process, and what I would like to see. And perhaps the feedback, once it's delivered, I can go in and add, subtract, modify, whatever, based on the feedback after it's been circulated and used. Thinking forward, I kind of see this as a progression. A progression. Because, no, I have not done this before. And I have so many thoughts and ideas going into this. And I'm starting with Yarrow 1. Yarrow 1, it's not grade level. But Yarrow 1 is pretty much the early years. And then we'll have Yarrow 2 and Yarrow 3 possibly. And I'm thinking middle high school to break it up because of the thought process, the information. I don't want to give too much to little ones, you know, at a young age. And there are different things that our older ones are capable of doing that our younger ones cannot. So that is the reason why I've broken it up. And of course you can use any level with any child. It just depends on how you know, want to use it. But roughly, I'm getting ready to show you my chicken scratch. And it's on purpose. I write with a certain pen when I don't want everybody to be able to read it. Of course, because it's copyrighted. So you guys bear with me. But I'm going to show you my chicken scratch to show you how intense this is. It's not just a, you know, I'm sitting here typing up something, throwing it together. Okay. There you go. So there's a lot going into this, and that's just, yeah, that's just a little bit. We're going to have Bible, we're going to have copy work. There's a lot going in here. So I'm curious myself as to see how it's going to turn out. Questions? Okay, so there'll be a little bit of everything in here for everybody, and like I said, with the feedback, you all will be able to tell me what you would like out of the curriculum. So anywho, I will see you all on the other side. Bear with me with the vlogs, the chats, the everything, because my mind is here. I also have the kids, and what I'm doing is, what we're doing is going right here. That's all I'm doing right here. It's nothing different. I'm just putting it into a curriculum, what I'm actually doing with them, so that it will, so we can share it, you know. Y'all 1, y'all 2, y'all 3. Y'all 1, teach 1. Okay, you know our proverb, each one teach one. That's where we're going. Each one teach one. Blessings.